Yo, this is Chris Blair, and I'm doing my usual morning coffee after breakfast. And I just did my map for the day, the things I need to achieve. I do that every day. You know, some days I don't achieve a lot. I mean, if I have stuff on, I'm busy that day, and I only do one or two things. That's fine. Some days I achieve numerous things. But the point is, every day I sit down and I write down something I'm going to do that day because I think it's important, right? If you don't do that, you know, you forget. The day can get ahead of you, especially with Facebook and all the distractions and things going on. They can get ahead of you, and then you find that you didn't achieve anything. Now, do I always achieve everything on my list? Absolutely not. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have some days where I don't, but at least it's on my list, and I go back and I look at the list again the next day. Some don't even carry over the following day. But eventually, I will get to all that stuff on my list. So, I have a huge announcement I want to make in this video, but before I get into that huge announcement, I was just thinking about, you know, what could I offer in this video that I've never seen anyone talk about? I pick up a lot of courses, and I'm in a lot of groups, so I listen to what people teach. And there's a certain element I think I don't hear anyone talk about very much. So I'm going to talk about that first. Talk about this thing that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. That's how to judge a winner, okay? How to know that the product you're about to sell is definitely a winner. I launched a new product about 4 or 5 days ago, and day one I knew from the one day, actually even less than a day, it was like say a quarter of a day, I knew this was a winner. I had a pretty good feeling about the product in the first place, so I went ahead and did $50 in test ads, which is something higher than I normally do. Normally I would only do $20 or $30 in test ads, but this one I felt really confident about, so I went ahead and did $50 in test ads, and now 4 days later it continues to sell. And I knew it from day one it was going to sell, and I'm going to actually ramp up my ads more and more in the next few days. I'm going to bring out some different variations of this exact same idea and exact same product. I'm going to talk about the matrix I used and what really told me that this is a winner. And no one talks about their matrix, and so this is really important because your numbers mean everything. Everything. If you don't understand how to read your numbers, you make wrong decisions. And I also make the caveat that every niche, the numbers are slightly different. I know for a fact, I've been, since Teespring days in 2013, I've been in various niches, selling in various niches. And I know for a fact, for example, the type of data you see in, for example, the photography niche, or the police niche, or the military niche versus the niche I'm in now, beer, is different. So what I'm about to give you is not set in stone. This is just to give you a guidepost, okay? All right, so I had spent $39 on this one product, and in $39 I had sold 5 units. Immediately that's profitable because this is, you know, this is a shirt, right? I mean, I'm making about, well, it depends on the profit, but $14 to $18 a shirt depending on the variant they buy. But anyway, the point is, that is absolutely profitable. I mean, $39 spent 5, but the thing is, that's not enough. And here's why that's not enough, because there's a lot of shirts that you will launch, especially from a big fan page like mine, where people will go and buy because they're fans and they see that shirt and they like it, but then when I actually start to go out to my cold market, right, more and more, it just sort of starts to die down, okay? So that wasn't enough for me to say, okay, this is definitely it. But what really told me this is definitely something I not only making a, right now I'm actually thinking about how I can take the same expression and put it on other products and move forward with it. In $39 in ad spend, this thing had 310 shares. And it also had 64 comments. Think about that. I was paying 50 cents a comment. I was getting about 6 shares for every dollar spent. No, it's not quite that much. 5 shares for every dollar spent, something like that, right? It's 5 shares. I mean, these are indicators, right, that this thing is interesting to people. They like it. They're laughing. And you go through and you read the comments, and you know you're onto something. So, guys, when you launch a product, right, first there's a test budget, right? Are you getting sales? But then there's also the other aspect, the social aspects of this. Are they reacting? It tells you whether you're onto something or not, okay? Whether you can start to aggressively scale or not from the beginning, or whether you should wait, okay? And just let it ride for a while and see what happens. If the social indicators are not there, even if I'm making some sales, I let it ride for a while, and I will do some increase in ads, some tweaks in ads, and I will do some scaling, but I will limit my scaling because I know from experience that, hey, this may be hitting some people, just the number of people in my warm market are interested, right? But once it's the cold market, it's not going to work as well because, and the social indicators often are more indicative of that than the actual number of sales you have. Okay, so I hope that was useful to you guys. When you first launch a product, I recommend you look at the following 4 factors. Is it selling? Obviously, and how much you're paying per sale. Am I getting comments? Are the comments positive, people laughing, tagging, and then sharing? If you got all 4 of those things out of the gate, you're onto something. You're definitely onto something, okay? All right, now, by the way, it's in good numbers, by the way, and you got to learn your niche and learn your numbers. Okay, now, I want to take a moment to make a huge announcement, guys. 2 to 3 months from now, I'll stop coaching. Okay, I decided that coaching is kind of too much of a time drain, to be honest with you. I love doing it, but I'm going to stop coaching. But I also want to still help people. I've been doing coaching, help people for years. So I've decided to replace it with the most comprehensive course I've ever put out and a Facebook group that I'll be active in going forward and giving support to. This course is going to be amazing. I have spent the last basically over a week brainstorming, writing down, and actually contacting my staff, and I have outlined everything that we do. Everything. I mean, everything will be taught. This is going to be at least 8 webinars, maybe 10 webinars, 25 videos, a Facebook group. What else is going to happen here is I'm going to really dive into topics that I don't think people have covered sufficiently. Let me give you an example, okay? Every course I ever bought has about a 10-minute to 20-minute video on product research and development. By the way, these are great courses, and I've gotten a lot of value out of them, but I don't really understand why 10 minutes is dedicated to probably the most important topic in our niche. Nothing is more important than your product development and research process. So I have outlined everything I do and we've done, and I'm going to spend a full hour to 90-minute webinar, question and answer, diving into product development and research, okay? So it's going to be the most comprehensive product development research session you've ever seen, okay? I'm going to talk about other topics like customer service, email marketing in great details. I'm going to go over the copywriting strategies that I have been using to convert emails. Guys, I spent $1,500 on an email marketing course and it was worth every penny. I'm going to basically break down the key elements of that course for you. I'm going to talk about my new ads, the new ads method I'm currently using that's working for me, guys. It's not manual bidding. I know manual bidding is hot out there and people are talking a lot about manual bidding. Manual bidding works, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of respect and I love the guys who are teaching manual bidding, but the methods I'm currently using, they're working. Today, I've got, for every $1 in ad spend, I've got $3.50 return. So now obviously some of that will go for fulfillment. This is a profitable day, right? And there's no manual bidding at all involved. So there's tons of stuff to be covered. This will be, my goal is to replace my private 3-month coaching program. That is the goal with this course. Now to do that, it needs to be comprehensive. And this is not going to be a cheap course, guys. Don't get me wrong, this will not be cheap. One of the reasons why I don't want to make this cheap is I want to have an exclusive Facebook group of high-end people who are serious about their business. So the course is going to be $2,500 when it's completed. It'll take me 2 to 3 months to complete it, okay? But for those of you who decide to send for a beta test, I've got 10 beta spots open. 3 have already been taken, 3 taken, and about 18 people who've reached out to me asking questions about this. So once those 10 spots are gone, they're gone, okay? The beta test price is less than 50% of the $2,500. I'm not going to give you the exact price, it's going to make you reach out to me and talk to me and find out what it is. But it's less than 50%, and it comes with the one other bonus. I'm going to throw in, for the beta testers, a private 1-hour coaching session with me. I normally charge $297 an hour for private coaching. So it's not cheap. That's an extra bonus you'll get. If you're interested in this course, private message me, find out you can be a beta tester, and I'll see you in the next video and I'll get a lot of value out of that.